afternoon and good evening, my beautiful pen friends, and welcome to another video. So I had a request from a member in the previous video, well, not a member, a subscriber I should say, to do a video on a gold crest. So I thought, what better ink to try it with than Ancient Copper from Diamine, which is a new ink. And I thought I might be able to give a little bit more of an in-depth sort of review on the ink itself. That's going to be accompanied by 3 pens. We've got the Lamy Safari in Mango, line the clip. We've got 1.1 stub. We've got 1.5 stub, VIsta from Lamy. And then we have got the Leonardo Messenger with fine tip. All great tools for drawing a gold crest. So without further ado, let's start.
Well, I was having a conversation with Adventure Denali the other day about inks, and I wanted to try and get something a little bit warmer. She recommended Ancient Copper as a potential candidate for such an ink. She did a few ink swabs for me, which was very kind of her, and I fell in love with it immediately. It was quite a close call between that and a few other inks, but this one really just, it called out. So let's get our pen and ink, and we will uncap the ink and give our Leonardo Messenger a very quick fill. After I've filled my Messenger, I will go onto my stub nibs and give those another quick top up, and then crack on to doing the drawing. So just for anyone wondering out there, no, it's not a regular Vista. I have changed the section on it. I wasn't 100% keen on the translucent section, so I decided to swap it with my, I think 2018 or 2019, someone can correct me on this, the Lamy Safari, which I have actually gone to customize. I will talk a little bit more about that pen in another video, should you be interested to see it. So anyway, without further ado, let's just crack on, get the bottle capped up, and do our drawing. And welcome to the drawing section. I will be playing the majority of this section with music, but I thought I would just give a quick review of the ink as I start this drawing of the gold crest. The ink itself is beautiful. It really does provide a stunning amount of shading, especially on the thicker nibs, and I will mention this again later on in my general overview, but I really wanted to emphasize on this point that if you are after an expressive ink, you really can't go too wrong with this. Now, before I rabbit on too much about the ink, I thought I'd just give a quick, brief introduction about my style of art. When I'm doing pen drawings, I generally like to feather in the lines, dependent obviously on the subject, but I won't always create a complete shape with line. I'll just feather in, especially for birds, where you've got those feathers which just ruffle a little bit on the edge. At the end, you will see I have put a link into the description, or at the beginning, if you read the description at the beginning, and that will have a link to my Instagram, which will have a picture of the bird in its completed stages. So the technique which I am using, as I say, is feathering, and I will be doing this for the majority of the video. I will be using a little bit of pointillism, and I will change onto the stubs to do the shaded areas and also to experiment to see how the actual line variation works, and basically utilizing the fineness of the actual nib to draw out horizontal or diagonal lines, and we'll see what we can actually come up with. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rabbiting on, and without further ado, let's get that music playing and sit back and relax and watch the beautiful creation, hopefully a beautiful creation, of a gold crest. Thank you for listening, and I shall see you in the overview section next. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, and Mark, this is going out to you. So, what are my sort of initial impressions of this beautiful ancient copper ink? Well, it's brilliant, to be honest. As you can hopefully see from the drawing, it offers quite a lot of shading, and the sort of tones between the lighter and the darker sheens are just absolutely fantastic. And if you put it into, say, something like this, which is a 1.5 stub from Lamy, doesn't have to be a Lamy, it's really going to show that expression. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.